I'm Peter Whitmore. I'm 73 years old. Some of you might remember me from a few weeks back, and I want to thank you for the kindness you showed me then. But today, I need to talk about something I didn't share before. My wife Susan and I were married for 41 years. Most people would say it was a good marriage. And for a long time, I believed that too. We were stable, we were faithful, we were dependable, we didn't fight much. We showed up for each other in the practical ways. But what I didn't understand then is that longevity is not the same as intimacy. You can stay married for decades and still drift quietly apart. You can share a home, a routine, even a bed, and still be lonely in the ways that matter most. I thought love was something you secured. I didn't realize it was something you had to keep choosing. Susan used to suggest things, small things, not demands, invitations. Let's take a pottery class together. Why don't we go dancing again? Remember when we used to stay up late just talking? And every time I had a reasonable answer. I was tired, work had been busy, it wasn't the right time. We'd do it later. I wasn't trying to hurt her. That's important for you to understand. I thought we had time. I thought those moments were optional, not essential. I believed that being reliable, providing, and not doing anything wrong was enough. What I didn't see was that love doesn't erode all at once. It fades quietly, gradually, one missed conversation at a time, one not tonight that becomes a habit, one postponed plan that never gets rescheduled. And Susan adapted. She stopped asking. She found her own friends, her own routines, her own life. We were polite, considerate, functional. We became comfortable, and comfortable is a dangerous thing because it looks like peace while intimacy is slowly starving underneath it. Susan was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in March. By July, she was gone. 4 months, from healthy to hospice. When you suddenly know time is limited, everything changes. Conversations you avoided become urgent. Truths you buried come rushing to the surface. In those final weeks, Susan said something to me that I think about every single day. She said, "Peter, we wasted so much time being right instead of being close." At first, I pushed back. I wanted to defend our marriage. We had history. We had commitment. But lying there, she wasn't accusing me. She was grieving what we never had. We talked more honestly in those last months than we had in 20 years. She told me about dreams she'd quietly let go of, about how lonely it feels to stop being seen by the person you love most, about learning not to ask for things anymore because disappointment hurts more than silence. That's when I understood something too late. The absence of conflict doesn't mean the presence of connection. Sometimes it just means one person learned how to disappear quietly. One night, a few weeks before she died, Susan told me about Scotland. Her grandmother was from there. She'd always wanted to see the Highlands, walk through the villages, understand where she came from. She had told me before, many times, and every time I dismissed it. Too expensive, not practical. Maybe after retirement, we never went. She wasn't angry when she talked about it. That's what broke me. She sounded resigned, like she'd accepted long ago that I wouldn't meet her there. I asked her why she never pushed harder, and she said something I will carry with me forever. I didn't want to make you do it. I wanted you to want to do it with me. That's the difference so many of us miss. Love isn't about obligation. It's about enthusiasm, about caring because they care. Scotland wasn't about geography. It was about feeling chosen. And I failed her not by saying no once, but by saying no so often that she stopped asking altogether. After Susan died, I found her journal. Reading it felt like meeting a stranger I'd lived with for decades. She wrote about loneliness, about feeling invisible, about hoping the man she married would come back. I was there the whole time, physically present, emotionally absent. Here's what I know now. Relationships don't end because of dramatic betrayals most of the time. They end because of neglect, because curiosity dies, because effort feels optional, because later feels guaranteed. One of you will die first. That's the truth no one likes to say out loud. And when that happens, there are no rewinds, no postponed conversations, no trips you finally take. So if you love someone, ask them questions. Do the things they suggest. Listen without multitasking. Be interested, be intentional. Love is not something you finish building. It's something you maintain. I was an adequate husband. I met the minimum requirements. And that's a terrible standard. Don't make my mistake. Be close. While you still can,